All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? NCAP24 here from HuddleGG. In today's video, we're going to go and extend what we've already talked about this year on goal line fades. If you remember correctly, Pick'em went ahead and broke down goal line fades early in the year and how he threw back shoulder passes to really have a nice red zone dot. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get that goal line fade pretty much anywhere on the field for yourself in every playbook in the game, okay? So what I'm going to do here is in the spread playbook, it's what I'm currently running out of the Ragusa game plan that we have on the website. And I'm going to show you here tray, open, offset, okay? This is the 4 verticals play. I want you to look at the route on the left. Now, this route over here is a stock fade, okay? A stock fade basically meaning that it's got that outside and then goes up the field, right? Well, when we go against, man coverage, this is a really nice tactic to use because it doesn't matter where it is. If you motion it, it goes ahead and turns into those goal line fades, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to utilize that as a back shoulder throw, and it's really, really good. This is against pressed man where they have inside leverage, right? And all I'm going to do is wait till he does that little stutter, and I'm going to throw a back shoulder throw, and you can see how we're going to have an easy catch. Now, if they do something where they're playing over the top coverage, where they're basically, making sure that they don't get a press on you, it's gonna work even better. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I move this guy over, and you can see this formation, I wanna make sure I point out, has the short motion, right? It's a solo receiver. He can motion into the slot receiver spot. This is where these are really, really good. You can see how we can now get a little bit more separation when they don't even get hands on you. Now, it's not just these formations. I wanna make sure that you can see that this works on pretty much any style formation, right? So gun doubles is a style formation that the outside guy will come inside of the slot receiver. So we're gonna go ahead and look at that formation so you can understand how you can use this for maybe a playbook you're using. Here's slot outs, okay? We'll do the same thing with Overstorm Brave. We'll go ahead and show you that when you move this X inside, he is now going to the inside of Y, but stops there. You see, we're gonna just put the Y on a clear out route, basically just to get him out of the play. And you can see here that the guy is going to work on the outside. You can throw that ball, you throw it high, you can throw it to the outside. I wanna make sure you can understand what your applications could be on this, right? And making sure you understand, what you're doing here when it comes to using this to your advantage, right? So if people are playing this, they're basically getting this stutter step, and then you're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this to the outside, catch it, and now I'm really, really good going there, right? It makes people have to really, change the way that they're playing or isolate themselves out there. Now, another formation is something that we broke down in the Ragusa Spread playbook is the doubles offset weak. And this one, I'm gonna go ahead and call 4 verticals and show you that there's going to be an opportunity here to where you go ahead and move the player from the left, and he's going to go to the right. All right, look at the guy on the right, he's still not, and as soon as it passes the center, he turns into that route, right? So it's one of those deals. I make sure I'm in over the top coverage, just so you can see it a little bit better. And we're going to go ahead and we kind of want to make sure that we keep our guys away from him. So these 2 streak routes are really good. It's not a big deal. You can see here that the guy makes the outside cut. This time I went ahead and I just threw a high ball instead of the thing. And you can see that the guy made a play, right? So it's one of those deals, again, that you still have to make the throw. I'm going to make sure that I throw just with the left trigger this time to where I'm going to pass lead it and use the free form. So I'm going to press the left trigger and I'm going to aim it basically to the outside and throw it to him. So this is the X receiver, right? We're going to go ahead, once he does this, we throw this to the outside. You can see here that pass leading it is really going to help you out in that regard. If you want a high ball, you got a tall guy, you can do that. You can go ahead and throw it in that. So those are the type of applications you can do. I'll show you basically, all the styles that you can do. You have the guy from the outside in, you can do the one from the, across the formation. Like I said, some of these guys, depending on what you're running, are gonna have different motions. And and you just wanna check your playbook to see, where you find them. So I'm just gonna go into a random play and say, you know what, let me see if I can find one that's got it. So stick here. Let's see if stick works. And I'm gonna say that I'm asking, does it work? Because it doesn't always work when you put the play across the field. So this one's got one that's got the B on the outside. Let's move him over. Let's see if he switches at the player here. See, this one did not switch, okay? So you gotta basically just look in between your formations and see which ones switch, which ones don't. But the best ones I'm seeing when it comes to different ones are the ones that basically have the ability to, go ahead and do it. So here's 4 verticals. We'll show you this out of bunch, right? Where, bunch has a short motion, right? Comes in, he turns into that thing, right? And you go ahead and look at it. Look at the X, goes out to the outside, and now you're throwing it to the outside of the player, and you got yourself an easy catch. So the application is for a lot. I just want to make sure you understand what you could use this application for, but the trick of this is making sure that you take outside released fade routes, the one that's indicated here by the X receiver, and motion them, and it'll turn into that goal line fade and really give you that opportunity to attack man coverage in this regard. If you guys like this, definitely go ahead and check the rest of our channel. We post tips, very frequently in order to help you guys with the game. Also check out our website. 995 unlocks all of our tips. This is something that we've had out for a while on the website already when it comes to the way that you can motion this, and wanted to kind of show you for your own sake how you can use this to beat man coverage.